On September 21st, 2020, the day before Xbox Series X pre-orders went live, one of the biggest acquisitions in video game history was publicised. It was announced that Microsoft will acquire Bethesda. Let's spend the next few minutes unpicking that together to work out what's actually happened and, more importantly, what it means for some of your favourite games, both new and old, moving forward. I'm not going to go into why Microsoft have done this move, as it's obvious to me, so more monopoly on the video game market and acquiring a fantastic brand family, but it keeps getting stripped down to Microsoft have purchased Bethesda, but they've technically purchased ZeniMax Media. That's the parent company founded in 1999 that owns Bethesda and all the devs. The key point to stress here though is that Bethesda haven't just given over the reins, as their structure and leadership will remain in place. Bethesda Games will be on Games Pass, and new Bethesda games will be on Games Pass on day one of release. What has Todd said with regards to this news, you might ask? Todd Howard, in a blog post, said that he's excited, I bet he is after $7.5 billion, to be officially working with Microsoft after they've been one of his closest partners for years. Here's more now from the press release. Microsoft today announced plans to acquire ZeniMax Media, the parent company of Bethesda Softworks, one of the largest privately held game developers and publishers in the world. Microsoft will acquire ZeniMax Media for $7.5 billion in cash. So for reference, Sony reported $5.4 billion revenue in their 2019 financial year. I'll let that just sink in for a moment. Here's more from the press release. So, Bethesda are creators of critically acclaimed and best-selling gaming franchises, including Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and among many others. Games are the primary growth engine in gaming, and games are fueling new cloud gaming services like Xbox Game Pass, which has reached a new milestone of over 15 million subscribers. With the addition of Bethesda, Microsoft will grow from 15 to 23 creative studio teams, and will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass. This includes Microsoft's intent to bring Bethesda's future games into Xbox Game Pass the day they launch on Xbox or PC. Right, so that's all the info that's been released with frills on, the summarised version anyway. It's no secret that Xbox game exclusives haven't really been able to compete with what Sony has had to offer with their PlayStation exclusives. So it seems to me that this is Microsoft's way of securing some all-time favourite titles and series, and a game developer, publishing studio, which of course means Sony won't be able to get their hands on certain games now. In an interview with Inverse, Bethesda company founder and ex-staff Christopher Weaver said, "What Microsoft owns, Sony cannot get," so the sentiment is fairly obvious. But what does this mean for next-gen gaming and PlayStation in particular? In a post today, so September 29, 2020, Xbox revealed that the EA Play free membership is coming on November 10th, and Bethesda's iconic franchises will be coming to Xbox Game Pass. Here's more from Xbox. As we shared, Bethesda were early supporters of Xbox Game Pass, and will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC. One of the things that has me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games coming to Xbox console and PC, including Starfield and Doom Eternal, which is coming to Xbox Game Pass on October 1st and for PC later in 2020. So no Ghostwire Tokyo, as that's still locked into PS5, and also Deathloop 2. But does this confirm Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield are going to be Microsoft exclusives? If so, this will surely be a blow to Sony. Earlier this month, we announced that we've teamed up with Electronic Arts to provide Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC members an EA Play membership at no additional cost. Today I'm announcing that starting November 10th, EA Play will be available on Xbox consoles, including Xbox Series S and X, as part of the Games Pass Ultimate, and beginning in December, members with an Ultimate or PC subscription will be able to download and play games from the EA Play library on Windows 10 PCs. So Microsoft seem to be nailing it then, and have really upped the offering that Xbox has to give, including the really cheap monthly membership price that you can get for owning a console and having access to Xbox Game Pass. It really might be enough to tempt people sitting on the next-gen console fence to go in favour of Xbox Series X. How did you take the news anyway about the marriage of Bethesda with Microsoft? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, remember to like and subscribe before you head off. See you next time on Frag Hero.